Hi there. I just felt like talking about this really quick. I never heard about this. I don't know much about this person named Quita Cole, but I saw somebody make a video about this person. And I was interested to know who she was, and so I started searching her name in YouTube. Ooh, excuse me. And I came across this video. Somebody said an entrepreneur's life who ended due to hustle culture. I can get hustle culture. I mean, I feel like if that's their opinion, that's fine. But this is coming from a brown male's channel, and you have to know what it's like to be a brown woman. So yeah, a lot of brown women are deep into that hustle culture, getting a bag and all that stuff. But for me, as an experience of being a brown women have a hard time asking for help. Brown women have a hard time asking for help. Quita Cole was tired, and she was able to afford to take those 3 days off. I'm looking at this post where she's saying, I'm taking 3 days off. Now, this is this guy's channel, but I just want to show her her post. Oh, hold on a second. Quita Cole, I'm taking 3 days off. Quita need rest. And then you see right here, this guy name is Janya. This person name is Janya. Damn, I got a load dropping downtown. I was hoping you were open today. She need rest. And Quita Cole said, Janya, this is my only close day. Jesse Quells say, Quita Cole, hire folks. Well, listen, that's a true statement. I'm just saying, that's a true statement. She needs help. I don't know if she didn't have the money to help people, or did she just feel like nobody else was going to do the job better than she did. Michael McDonald said, Jesse Quells, question mark? Like, huh? Okay. Okay, I believe she was able to afford to take the days off, but people always need her. People don't realize people don't realize when you are a person who is like reliable, they don't realize that sometimes you get tired. And I'm going to tell you, this is why even at the workplaces that I've worked at, I've never wanted to be that person that a person can just come to for anything. I've had coworkers where you have the staff that always just go to them for questions because they always had the answer. They always were able to figure it out. I was never that person in the workplace that, I mean, like if you need something, like, yeah, if people come to the therapy gym, like we need a wheelchair, whatever, a walker, okay. But I was never that person in the workplace that always had the answer. Purposely, I was not available for people like that. I was never that person that was available for people like that. I was always, and I don't do it on purpose. I'm very friendly, but I'm not that outgoing. I'm not that outgoing. And so I was never that person that, you just see everybody just talking to. I've seen other coworkers where people from other departments are just talking to other coworkers. They having this conversation. Now I have a conversation like with different coworkers and stuff, like one-on-one, and we talk. But I was never that person that was just friends with everybody in the company. Everybody just came and talked to me, and I just don't really care for being having that kind of energy. I really don't care for that. I didn't want to be that person every time there's a problem, you know to come to me. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person because I know what comes to it. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not about color. I'm going to tell you something. I've seen other people that's not brown, or not a brown woman, that are dependable like that, and everybody can come to them for any question they have, and they get burnt out. They get burnt out. They get tired. People will burn you out. They'll burn you out. And so I told one of my coworkers last year, I said, I purposely am just not that person that want to be popular, that want to be, that just, everybody just come to me with all these questions. I don't want to be that person. Because I don't care for that. You never have time to yourself. You may have to run and go to the bathroom, and somebody come to you with a question. You're trying to run and go to the bathroom. Like, I don't have time for that. I don't. I'm glad I was never the person in the family that everybody just had to call for whatever they needed. That's just burnout. That's burnout. And then when it's time for you, when you need something, they're not there for you. I can't do that. I can't do it. Like, the most important responsibility I have right now are my dogs and me taking care of just stuff that I'm supposed to take care of. And that's enough. Like, that's enough. But brown women have a hard time. See, this is this guy's title, Remembering Quita Cole, the entrepreneur's life who ended due to hustle culture. See, due to hustle culture. I don't think brown women started hustle culture. And brown men are very much in hustle culture themselves. But as a brown woman myself, I know that brown women have a hard time asking for help. They just do. They have a hard time asking for help. And this person, this commentator, the person that made this video, I forget his name, Rashid something. What's his name? I don't know. But anyway, he said pretty soon when she wanted to take 3 days off, 3 days went down to 1 day. Like, those people couldn't hold off for like 3 days for whatever they needed from her. They could not hold off for 3 days for whatever they needed. Sorry about that. But yeah, and this person was correct to tell her to hire people. When you're in that much demand, you can't do it all by yourself. And you run a business. What business did she run? Let me look this up really quickly. I'm gonna look her up. What businesses did she run? When you are in that type of demand, you do need a staff. I don't think he's wrong for saying that he said she need to hire people. She's in too much demand and people need her, and she can't do it all by herself. I don't know why it's wrong to tell her to hire folks, other than maybe she didn't have the money and she could not do it. But sometimes people don't have the business skills enough to employ other people. She might not have had the skills to, like, she might not know how to employ other people. Quita Cole. Who is she? I don't know much about this lady. Let's look up and see what's going on with her. Why women need to prioritize rest. Must watch. In Money F. Okay, hold on a second here. Let's see here. What's this?
So what made you want to become a serial entrepreneur / restaurant owner?
I've always cooked. I've always liked to cook. Don't like taking orders from people, so it was only right for me to have my own business.
Hey, and welcome back to the channel.
Never
I'm
mind.
Lauren Forrester, author of the book 30 Reasons Why Men.
Okay, I'm trying to look for something just about her only, not by somebody else's commentary. Let's see. Anyway, I just want to look up and see who this. Let me look this up. So I'm not trying to listen to somebody else's commentary.
Welcome to Find Your Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money.
She must have been real popular. A lot of people making videos about her. She was popular. Okay, but it's just everybody else's commentary, and I'm not trying. I want to see a story just her.
So what made you want to become?
She don't like taking orders from nobody else. So it looked like she ran a business. It looked like she ran businesses, and she does need to hire people. She need to hire people to do what she do. I want to say something that's going to be a little bit that might people would disagree with. What I'm getting off from her is that I get it's her baby, and she didn't feel like people were going to do the work the way that she does it. She's a bit of I'm getting control freak from her. I'm getting that she is a control freak. I'm getting that she likes to be in control. This, though, is an issue with brown women. This is an issue with people, period, though. Let me just say, this is not just a brown woman thing, because I don't want to just act like sound like I'm hustle culture claims young life. It's not about a hustle culture. See, I'm going to tell you something. Who said this? Who's this coming from? Who is this coming from?
The tragic story of Quita Cole sparked widespread emotions online after she passed away in her sleep shortly after publicly expressing her exhaustion. Quita was not a quitter. She was exhausted and overwhelmed from working 7 days a week. After saying Quita needs rest, a few days later she laid down for a nap and never woke up. Quita was the owner and cook of QC Kitchen, a soul food restaurant she established in 2022. Growing up in a single-parent household, Quita developed a passion for cooking early on, often preparing meals for her younger brothers while her mother worked multiple jobs. She pursued her culinary.
There we go right there. Let's go back. She's always been the person who has done everything. It's not about a hustle culture. People need to stop. Like, I'm sick of this attack on brown women like this. I'm not defending brown women, but a lie is a lie and a truth is a truth. This is not about a hustle culture. This AI just said that she was preparing food for her younger siblings while her mother was at work. This is something that she always did. She does not know to ask for help. She did not know. She did not know to ask for help. She was always the one to do it on her own. This is not about a hustle culture. They do this stuff to tell brown women to calm down and sit down and just be submissive. And see, what happens is you have some guys who make these videos talking about she's a hustler and that's why she died. Okay. And then you get some other brown woman to go along with it. That's why I can't feel sorry for brown women. That's why I'm saying this is not in defense of brown women. This is me saying, as a brown woman, I can understand why we have a hard time asking for help. This is a serious problem with a lot of brown women. This is a serious problem. Oh, I hustle. I do it all on my own. Well, I'm not going to use the word hustle. It's not about hustle, though. It's about the brown women feel like they don't have a right to ask for help. Because I hear some of them on their videos brag on how they did all this by themselves. It's not about hustling. It's about them feeling like nobody else is supposed to help them. This ain't got nothing to do with no hustle. It's about this, because you can hustle and you can have other people helping you and you can go to sleep. You can make money in your sleep. I hope people know that. I know that. I don't really make money like that in my sleep. But some people make millions of dollars. Jeff Bezos is a big hustler. I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of sleep. Jeff Bezos is a big hustler. Elon Musk is a big hustler. He probably gets a lot of rest. I don't know. I don't mean to bring up his name. I know that's controversial right now. But I'm just saying, what's his name? I'm just bringing up billionaires. Okay, billionaires. Just think of some billionaires who are some of the biggest hustlers, and I'm pretty sure they get their beauty rest. I'm pretty sure they get their rest. So it's not about somebody being a hustler and that's why they die. So they need to quit that. Being a hustler is not what killed her. She feels like she has to do it all on her own, that nobody can do what she does. I don't know this lady. I'm picking up control freak, but it's not her fault. It's kind of what she was thrust into. If I'm saying that right. That's kind of like when she was pushed into as a little girl. Let's play this again.
Up in a single-parent household, Quita developed a passion for cooking restaurant she established in 2022. Growing up in a single-parent household, Quita developed a passion for cooking early on, often preparing meals for her younger brothers while her mother worked multiple jobs. She pursued her culinary dreams by attending culinary arts school.
Cooking meals for her younger brothers while her mother was working jobs. She has always been the one to take care of everybody. She has always been that person. She died not because she was a hustler. She died because she took care of everybody. Because she took care of everybody, and when she needed 3 days to take care of herself, damn, I needed to drop something off. I need you today. I just need you to stop by right quick. Are you sure you need to take off? She died taking care of everybody else but herself, not because she's a hustler. A hustler is not what kills you. And this, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hop on brown men, but there's a lot of brown men that make these videos about her being a hustler. And that's like a message to brown women to stop being a hustler. She didn't die because I believe Jeff Bezos is a hustler. I believe, what's his name, Warren, what's his name, that billionaire, Jay-Z's mentor. What's his name, Warren something. I used to know his name, then I forget sometimes. He's a hustler. They not dead. So like this stuff about brown women being a hustler, and that's why she died, because this is like a play on words to get brown women to stop trying to make money. She died because she took care of everybody but herself. Big Mama died in soul food, taking care of everybody but herself. She wasn't no hustler. Died taking care of everybody but herself. A lot of brown women die taking care of everybody else but themselves, and not because they are a hustler. Because I done seen a few thumbnails where some of these guys have these, and they're not saying anything negative in their videos about her, but I see where they're going. I see where they're going. Hustle culture claims young life. They need to quit that mess. Now, this is this is probably a female. Because when brown women hear brown men start off these things, then they go on ahead and go along with it. That's one thing. Who is this person? Coco side. Well, they just have clips of, I don't know who this person is because it's just a bunch of shorts. It's nothing but a bunch of shorts. It's a bunch of AI generated stuff. Okay.
The tragic story of Quita Cole sparked widespread emotions online after she passed away in her sleep shortly after publicly expressing her exhaustion. Quita was not a quitter. She was exhausted and overwhelmed from working 7 days a week. After saying Quita needs rest, a few days later she laid down for a nap and never woke up. Quita was the owner and cook of QC Kitchen, a soul food restaurant she established in 2022. Growing up in a single-parent household, Quita developed a passion for cooking early on, often preparing meals for her younger brothers while her mother worked multiple jobs. She pursued her culinary dreams by attending culinary arts school, graduating in 2016, and eventually opening QC Kitchen after years of hard work. Her restaurant was celebrated for its fresh, cooked-to-order soul food, with Yelp reviews praising dishes like fried chicken wings, smoky greens, and hot water cornbread.
I'm sure her restaurant was so successful, she could have afforded to bring, brown women, sometimes we struggle with weight. But that is a sign too of too much that we take on. That's also a sign of that. Sometimes brown women take on too much, and it don't even have to be people that you're taking care of that's around you. It just could be a lot of brown women tend to be empaths and stuff like that, and they take on the burdens of other people even when they don't realize that's what they're doing. And and sometimes brown women just tend to be overweight like that. Folks criticize it, but once brown women get back to themselves and everybody get off their back, maybe they'll start losing the weight. Okay, stop taking care of people. Then brown women will lose weight. Release the world, because I don't think brown women realize that they're actually carrying the world on their shoulders. They don't understand that. And maybe that's the weight problem right there, because they carry the world on their shoulders. I think they need to go in and release the world and get their power and their energy back, and maybe they can lose a lot of weight. How about that? Maybe everybody be happy. Everybody be happy. They can lose the weight finally. But anyway.
Online sources claim Quita's death was linked to overwork and burnout, stating she worked 7 days a week and expressed exhaustion, saying Quita needs rest before taking a nap from which she never woke. Her tragic passing reignited discussions surrounding the need to take rest and not overwork when one feels burnt out. So many of us live life like this. It's not worth it, friends. Let us pray for Quita, her family, friends, and loved ones.
Yeah, so she could have afforded, from what it looks like, what I'm seeing, she could have afforded to hire somebody to help her, to take her place, while she take off at least a month. She needed to be, okay, and I could be wrong. She needed to have enough security within herself. And I could be wrong, so I'm not going to say this out of judgment. I'm going to say this out of what I'm feeling based on what I'm seeing with her. She needed to have enough security within herself to bring somebody on to know everything that she knows about this business. I don't know if she had the security, the confidence. Well, she had confidence enough to run her business, but the security within herself to be okay with teaching somebody else to do what she does. Because now that she is gone, what is going to happen with the business? Who is going to carry on her legacy? This is not about a hustle culture. People need to look deeper into the psychology of this. She could have hired somebody else and took her rest. Like that other person said, I don't think they were wrong for that person to say that she need to hire people. I don't think that was, especially when she has look like she has a successful business. She could have afforded to bring somebody in, and you know what? She looked like an influencer to me. Looking at her face, looking at her energy, she looked like she could be an influencer. What does that mean to me? She could have got somebody in to probably volunteer for her to rest. I mean, she looked like she can get people to do her favors. She looked like she can get people to do favors for her. I get control freak from her, and this is not negative. I get control freak. She didn't want to let anybody leave that restaurant to anybody else because it is her baby. But the control freak in her did not allow her to teach other people to do what she does. And so she had to just be there all the time without rest. But at the same time, this is how she grew up, taking care of her younger brothers. She always took care of people. And when you are a person who is always the one to take care of people, you don't know to ask for help. You feel like you are the one that have to do it all. You don't realize it, like you have a mental block. You think you're the one that have to do it all. But this hustle culture, I'm sick of them trying to tell brown women what to do. This right here is trying to tell brown women what to do, meaning they need to stop pursuing money. Oh, you died your job. This is what brown women need to stop working and do what? Who's gonna pay the bills? See, I'm tired of hustle culture being blamed for how this woman died. She died because she took care of everybody but herself. That's why she died. She took care of everybody but herself. Now, whoever that last video I looked at, that commentator talked about how she wanted to take 3 days off, but that 3 days that she wanted to take off went down to 1 day. How did that happen? She could have afforded to take 3 days off. She could afford it. But that 3 days went down to 1 day. Why? Somebody needed her and she couldn't get her rest. This is it. That's what it is. She took care of other people. She had that, what I talk about a lot, that Aunt Jemima type of energy where she took care of everybody else. And when it came time for her, she could not take care of herself. And this is not just her. This is what a lot of brown women struggle with. But anyway, with that being said, I just want to talk about that briefly. Okay, and I will talk later. All right. Oops. I was trying to see the comments.